Welcome, everybody, to KFR Sportscast presents Sexy Time, and it's me, Big Sexy. Today, we are going to go into the Giants' top 100 players of all time, primarily focusing on the top 10 that they came out with today. So, let's go right into it, shall we? Okay, so first off, I'll go just from the 10 down, reading off the list here. We got number 10, Andy Robustelli, 9, Sam Huff, 8, Eli Manning, 7, Harry Carson, 6, Emlyn Tunnell, 5, Michael Strahan. We got 4, Frank Gifford, 3, Mel Hein, 2, Roosevelt Brown, or also known as Rosie Brown, and number 1, none other than the Lawrence Taylor. So I have some serious problems with this list. I mean, the glaring problem right off the gate is Eli Manning at 8. This is a joke. I mean, are you kidding me? 8? Other than Lawrence Taylor, name me a Giants player that has been more important to the franchise than Eli Manning. And I'm not trying to throw any shade at anybody else on this list, because you got some greats there like Harry Carson, Michael Strahan, who I got to watch play at the tail end of his career, and he was amazing. He's the franchise-leading, all-time leader in passing, yards, touchdowns, holds the NFL postseason record for most passing yards in a single postseason. Won 2 Super Bowls, 2 MVPs, 2 Super Bowl MVPs. Sorry, not 2 regular season MVPs. I mean, come on, what are we doing here? I didn't get to even catch a glimpse of some of these players play, like Frank Gifford. My dad used to tell me about him all the time. Sam Huff, even Roosevelt Brown. But I mean, come on, like this is Eli Manning we're talking about here. Eli Manning should be number 2, if not number 3. Guys, we got guys like Mel Hein in there. Who? I've never even heard of this guy. And you got him at number 3. It's absolutely asinine that Eli Manning is getting disrespected like this. He should be at very, very, very bare minimum top 5. To put him at 8 is just a joke. It's honestly a joke. Now, with Lawrence Taylor being at the top of that list, I mean, that's the obvious choice. I mean, there's no argument. There's never going to be an argument with Lawrence Taylor being the greatest Giant of all time. He's the greatest defensive player to ever play the game, period. So you got no argument with me out of there. Michael Strahan, who's number 5 on this list, ahead of Eli, would not have had a Super Bowl if it wasn't for Eli Manning. Would not have had a Super Bowl if it wasn't for Eli Manning. And you rank him ahead of Eli. Now, do I think Michael Strahan is a top 5 Giant of all time? Of course he is. I would even put him higher than Frank Gifford and Mel Hein. I'd put him at number 3, right after Eli. That's just my opinion. Seeing a lot of the comments off of this post, because the Giants posted this on their official Facebook page. It was on Tuesday, September 3rd that I seen this. So so I have a lot of problems with this list. I just think that Eli Manning is just getting severely disrespected. And, you know, I would like to hear your guys' opinion on this, because I think that, you know, I think Eli Manning deserves a lot more credit than he's getting from his own franchise that he played a lot of years for. And it's just crazy. You know, the guy was a consummate professional the entire time. He was a New York Giant, handled that crazy circus of a media that New York is with the utmost grace. You'll never hear anything bad said about Eli Manning and the media. You'll never hear it. that's really my beef. Other than that, I mean, you know, there's some other players on this list that aren't in this top 10 that got some recognition, like, you know, ones like Tiki Barber, Odell Beckham was kind of further, you know, around like the mid 40s to early 50s, in that range. I think he was like 47. Don't quote me on that, but it was nice to see him get some credit. So yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, it was cool to watch this whole thing unfold with the top 100 players of all time. But I've been anticipating this top 10 because I wanted to see if they get it right. And they did not even the slightest bit. Like I said before, I know that there's a majority of these players that are on this list that I've never even heard before. Like Andy Robustelli, I've never even heard that name, not once. Not once, and he's a top 10 Giant of all time. News to me. Mel Hein, no idea. Who the, in the great words of Conor McGregor, who the is that guy? Not trying to throw any shade. What are we doing? So that's really it. So I really appreciate you guys tuning in. You know, look forward to more, you know, KFR Sportscast content with me, BG, and the Heel. Also look forward to more sexy time with me because, you know, this is a crazy season we got upcoming ahead of us. So we're gonna be firing away content as much as we can. Really appreciate you guys tuning in. Please follow our socials. Like, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to build this channel back up, so we really appreciate all the support that we've been continuing to get. Other than that, it's been a pleasure having you. Big Sexy out.